comment or a note that we got from Richard in Muskegon. Keep our jobs in our country. Do not support any more trade agreements that encourage building products outside of the U.S. It's time to put a high import tax on anything coming into the United States to encourage building and buying American-made products. Well, Richard, I agree with your concern about keeping manufacturing in the United States and keeping production in the United States. I think there's a couple of ways that we go through this. Number one, I'm in favor of what I call mirror trade agreements, where, you know, if South Korea makes it tough for U.S. cars to be sold in South Korea, we ought to make it tough for the South Koreans to sell cars in the United States. What they do to us, we ought to do to them. Mirror trade agreements. The second thing that we need to do is we just need to make sure that we make the United States a good place for manufacturing. We've got some bills coming up here in Congress that I think is going to be devastating to the U.S. economy. It's called cap and trade on carbon emissions. The only people that benefit, the federal government. It's going to be a huge new tax increase. It's going to be a burden on manufacturing. It's just going to be difficult to do business in the United States. You know, that goes along with the new CAFE standards that the President implemented a couple of weeks ago. The new CAFE standards, you know, it's kind of interesting. As two of our major manufacturers, Chrysler and GM, go into bankruptcy, the government now overlays a whole new CAFE, corporate average fuel economy standard, on these two companies. The cost of them transforming their business is going to be more than Toyota, Honda, and these other companies, these foreign companies. So they're struggling with bankruptcy. They're going to struggle with CAFE standards. Government's making it hard for businesses to do business in America. High tariffs, high burdens on things coming into the United States, only if they do the same thing to us. If they give us access to their markets, we give them access to ours, and then we put in place a system that enables American workers